Hey, Ollie here from Body Catchers Performance Nutrition. Now, I want to go over a couple of different myths that we've seen in the media, left, right and centre, being thrown out here and there. And it's easy to believe them because they're just ingrained into our heads day after day after day. Now, the first one being is that you can spot reduce fat. You can't. Now, what happens with your body? It works on a calorie input, calorie output basis. You burn fat from all over your body. No matter how many sit-ups you do, you're not going to burn more abdominal fat than fat elsewhere. You'll just end up hurting your back. Now, the problem with that is that people get demotivated quickly because they can't burn fat where they want it. Now, the trouble is, your body is going to look for safety measures. It's going to then try and actually find ways to keep fat around where it is needed, where vital organs are needed to keep insulated. These organs are what we have and why we're actually put on this earth, to reproduce. So women and men, everyone are going to be around your stomach. Lower abs, women's going to be top of your thighs as well. Lower back for men. All these places are going to be the worst places for fat deposits. Depending on your hormonal status as well, they could be worse. If you've got lower testosterone levels, potentially you're going to have more fat around there. So, can you spot reduce fat? No. You burn fat from all over your body a little bit at a time. The next one. Carbs after 6 p.m. are going to go straight to your hips and thighs and your gut. Fuck off. Carbs after 6 p.m. are not going to be digested any differently to the rest of the day. Your body doesn't have a clock and be like, oh shit, it's 6 o'clock, right, let's store these carbs as fat. What happens? Your body needs carbs. It gets stored in your muscles as glycogen, as sugar stores. Basically, if they are empty, you're going to need to top them up. You've also got glycogen stores, carbohydrate stores in your liver and in your brain as well. So people going low carb and things like that, then yeah, you're going to get very bad brain function. But that's the next one anyway. Carbs after 6 p.m. Imagine this. We're here in the UK today. Then we go to LA. They're 8 hours behind. What's going to happen with the body? Is like, shit, I'm in UK time. No, I'm in LA time. What should I do? No. Carbs after 6 p.m. are not going to get stored as fat. If you eat too many calories, you're going to get them stored as fat. Carbs are actually pretty hard to store as fat anyway, because they're going to be wanted by the body to use as energy. They're the easiest form for your body to use as energy. So, nothing wrong with carbs. Nothing wrong with carbs after 6. Especially these people that are training at 7, 8, 9 at night. You're doing boxing at night time. You're doing training at night time. You're doing cycling. You're doing triathlon training, swimming, running. You're going to need carbs to recover afterwards. You just replenished your glycogen stores in the muscles. So you are going to need these carbohydrate stores. Where are we? Okay. When people drop a whole macronutrient out of their diet. What I mean by that is macronutrients, the main ones being protein, carbs and fats. People drop in going low carb, high fat, low carb. Now, it's actually a very well used term. I want to have a balanced diet. Why? Because balanced diets work. If you drop carbs out, you're going to feel shit. You're going to get very lethargic. Your muscles are going to deplete. Now, when people do drop carbs, their body weight goes down. Because remember, as I said earlier, carbs are stored in the muscle as glycogen. They also bring in there every 1 gram of carbs, around 3 grams of water. So if you take the carbs out, you're going to take the water out as well. So we're not going to want that. Because you're going to be lethargic. Your performance is going to go down the drain, and you're not going to feel great. And to be honest, you don't want to be the partner of someone who's on low carbs. Not only will they feel shit, their sex drive will go down, their mood will just be completely taken out on you. It will be the definition of hangry. People going very low fat. You need the fats for your hormone production. Like when people say, oh my God, I want to get all the fats out of my diet to drop fat. It's so 1980s. Look, and we left that there, so don't bring it back. I was born then, and I'm glad it's now 2016. multiple meals for fat loss. Now, this is a different one really, because there are some studies to show that multiple meals, sparking that metabolism, is a load of crap. And hopefully we'll realise that in this day and age. But sometimes you need to eat quite a lot. So for fat loss, there's not really going to be any benefit of eating multiple times a day, apart from, actually it's a negative, you're going to piss everyone off because you're constantly in the kitchen, you're constantly asking for a break at work, and you're not going to be anyone's friend, apart from the man in the mirror. So multiple meals for fat loss. One thing I will say is that try and get a little bit of protein in every, say, 3, 4, 5 hours, just to keep a little bit of amino acids in there. Your body can store fats, your body can store carbs, but the protein it needs a constant supply of. So you're not going to go catabolic if you miss meals like every 2.5 hours, but just be conscious of it. Eat 3, 4 times a day and you'll be fine. Also, another thing, people stress so much about eating every 2 hours. Now, I used to be like that, which is why I can actually empathise with these guys so much. But you don't need to. If you need to eat at 2 o'clock and it goes to 2:15, you're going to be fine. You are going to be fine, trust me. You're not going to lose 20 pounds of muscle. If it gets to 2:30, you're going to be fine. 3 o'clock, you might be a little bit hungry. 4 o'clock, let's get some food in, even if it's a little bit. But in all honesty, you can go 4 or 5 hours and you're going to be fine. Eating multiple meals is not really going to be that beneficial to fat loss necessarily. One thing that could happen if you do have to eat quite a few calories and you only eat 2-3 meals a day, they're going to be such big meals that you don't want to eat the whole thing. So when it comes down to it and you've got 100 grams of rice and you think, how the fuck can I eat this? Have it over 2 meals. Have 50 grams every 2 hours. It's going to be so much easier. Any questions, get in touch, ollie@bodycatchers.com, or just go on the website, contact us. We can also go on Twitter @OJAYPT, and I'm on Facebook as well.